Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. My name is Obeng Darko. Welcome. Today, Bimpa asked me a question, and I hope he's here. And he said that if we could discuss starting a business without you having money. So we say that if you're really serious, you can start something without you having any money. And he says that we should at least throw some light on it. So if you have joined us on Facebook, or if you have joined us on YouTube, welcome, 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 welcome. It's good to study. It's good to always refresh your mind and challenge your thoughts. You can only go far as you expose yourself to knowledge. Learnability is a skill. The ability, those who succeed in this life going forward will be those who are open to learn, to challenge themselves, to say that, maybe I don't know this one. And so can you help me? Can you teach me? Or I want to listen to what you have to say. So those are the people that we are looking at. People who are ready to say that I don't know this or I've not heard it. So can you explain to me? Can you elaborate? We are not looking for the ones who are saying forget about it, go away. We are looking for those who are open-minded. As a matter of fact, if they say you can start something with whatever you have, wherever you are, it actually means that you are like me. You don't have anybody, and you're a hustler. Oh, there's a what if you're hustling? You probably have completed school, maybe you completed JSS or SSS or university, and there's nobody to help you. If your father or your mother or your uncles had money, you will not be asking any question. You say that, okay, they will give you 10,000, go and try something. Some of them, they will even buy a car, you know, give you telephone, set an office for you, and say that go and give it a shot. Some of them will even give you their business card and tell you that this is my friend, go and see him. The fact that you are asking this question likely will mean that you have nobody. And so, and if you have nobody and you have nothing, then you have to listen. And I sincerely also believe that everybody has something. Every one of us has something. If you're watching this, for instance, on your phone, it means that at least you have a smartphone. And I know that in our country, smartphone at least will cost 100 Ghana cedis, nothing at all, 100 Ghana cedis. And so it's a discussion. The main thing is you have to believe in yourself that I can do something wherever I am with whatever little that I have. You have to believe that I have something that I can offer and I am enough. That is the kind of psyche that you have to have if you want to start a business and you have nobody and you are saying that you can start a business without any money. There's a lot of them that you can start without any money. It means that you can move from where you are to the next stage. You can move from where you are to the next stage. All that you need is knowing what you want. Knowing what you want. There are a lot of things that people need that you can help them, that you may not necessarily have to have money to help them and charge for it. And so if your understanding of business is you have a very nice if you have a very nice office, you have a nice car, you put with some very nice girl as a receptionist there. If your understanding of business is that one, and you have nothing, that will be difficult. I don't know how to do that one. But what I know is you being able to do something that people will start to give you money. And I'm saying that you have to start to believe that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. That is one thing. And you also have to know that you yourself, you are the capital that you're looking for. My friend, the person who asked this question said that without financial capital, which is without money, but you have energy, you have intelligence, you have friends, you have family, you come from a community, maybe you go to church or you're Muslim, you have people on your network. Whatever that you want to start, you just have to let people know that this is what I want to start. A lady, that story fascinates me. She said that she was thinking that what can I start? What can I start? They say that we should start a business, and so he condensed milk. He did the artwork and posted it on her WhatsApp page that I'm doing this. He had not started it all, and he put it on her WhatsApp page. And people said, "Oh, can you bring me this? Can you bring me this? Can you bring me this?" Let's assume she did not have any money. She could easily tell somebody, "I can bring you 10, but I'm charging each one of them maybe 1 cedi. Can you give me 5 cedi to start?" Just the other time, a gentleman came to our office. He knows how to sew. He knows how to sew bags and things like that. So we have engaged him on some some things. And so we gave him an order, and he said that, "Okay, I don't have money, but can you give me half?" Can you give me half? That's all that he said. He said, "I don't have money, but can you give me half?" Let's assume that is his first order, and he doesn't even have machines, but he learned the job somewhere. He knows friends who have the machines. He's been able to secure an order, and he's asking for mobilization or part or advance payment. Once you give him that, and he's honest, he's straightforward, he has a business. That is just one example. A gentleman said that he started his waste collection business by just going to the market. That's all. With his energy, with his strength. So if you're saying that you are waiting for capital, as they have told all of us, and so a lot of people are saying that if I want to start a business, I need a capital. It means that you are cratchy. You are waiting for help. You think that somebody should help you, somebody should spark you, somebody should give you a head start. A lot of people think like that. If you think like that, there's no problem. It is you and your head. But I'm saying that whatever level you are, whatever services that come to you, to mind, whatever product that you want to engage in, if you are ready and you are committed and you are straightforward and you have character and you don't want to sleep, that is enough capital. The knowledge you have, the connection you have, you as an individual, there are so many people that are close to you that can easily give you an introduction. There are so many people that are close to you that can easily give you an introduction. So when we say that you can start a business without capital, we are saying that look at what you have, your advantage, your family, your friends, your classmates, your network, your church members, the people that you watch Manchester United with. All those guys are capital. They may not come in the form of money. All the friends that you have, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, they all have something that you can utilize. So let the idea come to you. So leverage on your capital, leverage on your skill. So long as you have something that you can sell, so long as you have problems that you can solve for people and take money, so long as you can help people with any skill set that you have, you can place a charge on them. Let's say you're a teacher and you want to teach extra classes. That can easily become a business. You say, "So my name is Obeng Darko. I want to start extra classes. All that I need to do is Obeng Darko classes." And then I start to talk to parents. I should be ready to work if I don't have money. I should be ready to go to a lot of them until one gives me first order, first business. And that's all. The energy that you need is the capital. So if you are locked up in the mind that I am waiting for somebody, you wait for a very long time, especially if you don't have anybody to help you. And many people are in that category. You have nobody to help you, but you have convinced yourself that business, you need capital. And a lot of boys, they will write, "Oh, these are very nice theory. But when you hit the ground, it doesn't work. You have not tried it." If somebody talks like that, it means that it's still in his head. Those who are doing it, they don't debate. They know it. They're looking for the knowledge to make things better. Those who are hardworking, those who are on the ground, they don't debate. Though. Anytime that you see anybody trying to debate, he's not doing it. He's just talking. Those who are on the ground working, they are looking for solutions. They are very appreciative. So if you have not started anything, that's the time that you're debating. And you're not starting. Your wisdom has not started. Your knowledge is not going to improve until you start to put whatever you know into practice. And those who really can change things are those who are doing it. So the change does not come just by knowing it. The change comes because you're practicing it. The work that you do, your work is what changes the game. And so when you are there speaking English and debating, especially the college boys, they always want to debate something. It's not true. It's not, okay, if it's not true, don't worry. But people are doing it. We started a lot of things and we didn't have anything. We just believed that we could do something and we started to go. We were not afraid. We were not ashamed. We didn't care that we had gone somewhere, we had education, or we had some. We didn't care. We didn't care about the educational background. We didn't care about any network that we had. We didn't care about our family background. We just wanted to do something. And we're so much happy doing it. Can you go to the market and sell okra, knowing that your friends will laugh at you and you will not be worried? You will not be sad. You will not be angry. You will not pity yourself. You will not feel like a victim. Can you go anywhere and do that? Until you have that frame of thinking, you're not ready. If you're saying that, me pa na me tutu koko Tony, me na me tutu agro Tony, me pa na say me so concrete ya me brese. If your mind is like that, you then this one is not for you. It means that you're looking for somebody to hold your hand. But if you are happy, say that I've got something to do. I'm so happy that I'm doing this maize farming. I'm so happy that I'm helping somebody to carry their things and I'll charge them. I'm so happy that I'm doing this extra classes. I'm so happy that I'm doing this graphics that I can post on this website and somebody else will look at it and pay me. I'm so happy that I'm doing this programming. I'm so happy that if you're like that and you can do that and you're hungry and you're still not crying and you're proud of yourself, that is the capital that you're waiting for. And that is the frame of thinking. If you're just looking for a nice car, a nice telephone, my friend, anytime you talk to him, you say that my business, I need to package it well. So I'm looking for, iPad. I'm looking for a nice pickup. I'm looking for this nice office. That is how you have to start a business. People think like that, and they still think like that. Because really, if you have no support, if you have nobody to give you money, and you really want to start a business, tomorrow morning, move around. Tell people that you're ready to be a Kayoyo. You're ready to be a Goro boy. You're ready to do anything. As a matter of fact, our economy in Ghana, if you're waiting for a nice job, you will wait for a very long time. The fact that you have waited for 4 years and nobody has called you means that you have no network. You have no uncle, no father is trying to push you through anything. So you must as well listen to what we're saying. All right, listen to what we're saying, because if you don't, you will stay at home for a very long time. Don't wait for that capital. Just reduce the idea. You can have a very big business idea, but reduce it to the lowest level and just start and be happy that you just started. Reduce it to the lowest level and be so happy that you just started. Somebody says, oh, I want to sell beads. Go to where they produce the beads. Talk to them and go and get somebody who is waiting or who is looking for beads to buy. Once you can get somebody to say that, do you know? I mean, you just go take pictures and say that I have this, I can supply you. And if you're able to get one person who will say that, okay, bring me, and you go to the producers and you can establish some kind of trust, and always you can get somebody who will trust you for at least the first deal. He said that, please give it to me. When I give it to them and they pay me, I'll bring your money back. There is always somebody. Or try until you get somebody who will do that. We are talking of you saying that you don't have anybody. You don't have any money. These are the techniques that you use. And if you try one person and they don't agree, don't go and cry. If you try another person and they don't agree, don't cry. Try until you get somebody who agrees to what you have or what you want. That is the mind. Try. You say, I don't have money to take transport. Walk. I am hungry. Buy Gary. Buy very say tonkate ka honne fa sugar gum. When you brea, if when you brea, Nobody can stop you from achieving your dream. And it will begin in a very rough, rugged form. But if you stay, you can do it for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you see it. It becomes a business. All the great minds that you see, all the people that you see here, a lot of people that you look up to now who are driving big cars, if they tell you how they started, you'll be shocked. The only difference was that they believed that they could do it. And they were not waiting for somebody to give them help. And they were not looking for excuses. So that's a frame of thinking. If you are waiting for somebody to help you, and if nobody helps you, then it means that the system is very hard and no problem. Then you continue. Enjoy yourself, But if you're like me and you want to do something, then the reality will become the dream. Those who want to do something, they live in that reality. You see, your ultimate will shoot far from now trotro boys need be so massa. Almost about type you nam kwa home baggy kuta when you break tekukura ni bottom. But when you brace up so you want to know much that cross or massa okay. They are all, but you should never let that stage frustrate you. Never let that stage frustrate you. That's the problem. Some people will go through that stage and they give up. They say that, why am I worrying myself? Why am I putting myself in this? Don't talk, don't use those languages. You want to build something and you want to start that engine. And that engine you want to start is you. You have everything that you need to start from the level that you are. If you believe that, you will unlock serious potentials. If you don't believe that, you just write application, wait for somebody to help you. Even those of you who are looking for a job, you just write one application. And if they don't call you, you say that there's no job. You want a job? Write as many applications as you can and push them until somebody calls you. Go for so many interviews until you get what you see. The thing is, this is what you want. You have decided that this is what I want. And until you have it, you're not stopping it. That's the point. And you're not trying to give any excuses to say that I've tried enough. No, that is the psyche that we need to change. Don't compare yourself with, if you had somebody will tell you, if I were, the first time I go to this country, I just had a job. You are in Ghana, you are in Nigeria, in Kenya, maybe you don't have that. So this is a different system. So I want to write 10, 20,000 until I get one. So the same thing with your business. You want to start a business? You try until it works. Until it has worked, you don't want to give up. And you don't want that period of you trying frustrate you. That's what that you're saying. Don't let that frustrate you. Don't become dejected. Don't become sad. Don't become depressed. If there's another thing like that, don't let you be depressed. Don't be depressed because you are going through this phase. Be happy. Enjoy the journey. A time will come, we'll look back and say, "Ay, Masaya, bro." Sometimes I'm my friend, we can talk, about some of the things that we have to go through, and we look back and say, "Ay, bro." There are a lot of things that we had to, a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, a lot of pain, a lot of challenges that we had to endure, So you have to. I have a passion traveling abroad, but due to your wisdom and talk and educating us on how to change our lives, many of you spend travel. A lot of the people who are even complaining that they don't have any money, the same people will get money for connection to get a visa. So for you to believe that I have nothing to start, that one amazes me. Somebody will send you a WhatsApp message to say that I have nothing to eat. But then I ask myself, so how did you get the data? I have no money. But it's using smartphone, which is 100 Ghana cedis, so 200 Ghana cedis, or sometimes 1,000, with data on it, watching Manchester United and telling you that he has no capital. That is not a mindset that you need to be anything that you want to be. You need a different way of thinking. You need a different way of looking at life, So my name is Kwabena Darko. Somebody threw this topic today and said that how can you start a business without any financial capital? Because he talks to his friends and they're all saying that you cannot start a business without any capital. I say, what kind of business? Do you want to start Talo business or MTN, or what kind of level of business do you want to start? You have not done any business before. and yet you want to start a business with a capital of 10 million Ghana cedis. But you burn that money, you burn it, you destroy that money because you may not have that expertise to handle. The best form of businesses, are the things that you grew up with your strength and with the way the capital or the business grew. That's why the best way to test any business idea is you starting it from a very small level. Starting it from a very small level, which means that one person that you have, 20 cities that you have, just start from that level and grow. And if you have credibility, if you have good settings, which means that you're honest, you're hardworking, you're truthful, you want to try more until you get results, you're resourceful, you are frugal, you don't waste money, you connect with the right people, you're respectful, you're grateful. Those kind of attributes, if you continue to develop them, automatically, that is really the main capital that you're looking for. Somebody can be given 20,000 to start a business. If he has none of these, if he's not prudent with his money, if he doesn't know how to connect with people and talk to people well, if he's not trustworthy, if he's lazy, if he tries once and he gives up, that money, he will lose them. He will lose the money in no time. But if somebody else has the other attributes, that person may not have to have any money. That person can start that business and it will work. And many people have started businesses like that. A gentleman who sells cardboard in our office, old man, about 70 years. He just started to move around to collect cardboards. But maybe you will say that, no, it's our level, no, Debbie. That's any pipe trouble. He says this level there is so low. That is your pride. But for me, he who is on the ground, fear no fall. I don't know the form that does. So who are you afraid? You're already on the ground. So who are you afraid of? Who are you shy of? Where is the ego? You don't need any ego here. You just want to do something with your life. And so the man will move from one point to the other, gather the cardboards, and then he will sell it to people. Indeed, if you're really looking for capital to start business, that is the way that he raises capital. He said he sold it to somebody. He raised money. He sold it, and he says he expanded it. He's bought tricycle with it. And he didn't start anything with anybody. The other day, there's a gentleman who did the same thing. So look at your area. What are the things that you can gather and sell? You can gather them and sell them just by the fact that you have time to move around and collect them. Look at the aluminum people, those guys who move around to collect the aluminum and sell, or those who are looking for metal scrap and sell. Some people are looking for plastic, polythene bags or plastic, the sachet. They gather them and sell to people. Some people are looking for glass bottles and sell to people. Somebody in the farm, somebody in the village will say that, okay, I want to go for by day. If you start with one cutlass, the next day you'll be employing people to do people's farm for them. It's your way, it's the way that you understand how a business begins. And unfortunately, many of the ideologies, the theories, and the theorems that they have pushed on business is coming from the West. Now, they just have to come out with the idea. And then the next day, somebody else is trying to sponsor them. Somebody else is trying to give them money to start. That is from their end. All that you have to do is come up with the idea. You can use your credit card to push something. Here, if you have nobody to give you money, we are saying that you can still, they call it bootstrapping or hustling. Just hustle through. But you have to have a particular way of looking at life and looking at yourself. And so that you don't see that phase as punishment. You don't see that phase as curse. You don't see that phase as demeaning. It is not demeaning for you to start. So tomorrow, if you have stayed at home for 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, and you said I have nothing to do, that is not true. It's because your mind is fixed. Your mind is locked. You have some level of pride. So what can you do for free? Can you go to the market and talk to the tomato woman? Say that, what can I do? Ask them. They will tell you maybe ball away if you can organize it, we'll pay you this. You'll be shocked. Go to people and say, what problems do you have that I can solve that you pay me? You have energy, you have time. What else do you want? And that is the way to start with the capital that you have, which is your energy, which is your expertise. You may not have money, but you may have that. You may have the ability to solve things for people easily. You may be somebody that they can easily depend on. Who can you call to say that let me be your assistant, your administrative assistant? Who can you call to say that let me be of help to you? There are a lot of people who you can easily call to say that how can I help you? So that you start to pay me, or how can I even do it for you for free? There are a lot of people who are very busy looking for people who are honest and credible and hardworking to engage. The only problem is that when you engage them, they hear the things, then they go and tell everybody. So the person needs help, but he's tested so many boys and they have left them down. They have let them down, and now he's afraid to even open up. There are a lot of people who need personal assistants, personal drivers, people to help them with their family or their businesses. But when you go there, you're looking for money, you are looking for connection, you're looking to, you're selfish. You're not going there would say that I will cover everything. If you have not told me to do this, I'm not going to do it. If you have not told me to tell somebody this, I'm not. I am just there for your instruction. If you have that kind of personality, there's no way you will say that you don't have capital. So my name is Kwabena Darko. I'm saying that if you say that you don't have capital to start business, maybe the business you want to start is very big and is from a very high level. But the way that we had to go through what we had to go through, we just had Vim and we could use computer to type something. You could write, we could speak English, we could work up to 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So long as the work was there, we will not sleep. We will do it. That was the advantage that we had. And we were straightforward. We were not hungry for money. If it was not ours, we will not take. That's all. That's the personality that you need. If it's not mine, I'm not taking it. And if I agree with you, then this is your share, this is my share. That kind of frame, that kind of thinking, you can always start a business from there. Starting the business may not necessarily need money, but growing the business, you will need money. And it's the same characteristics that you use to even get a lot of money for the business to grow. You can easily grow the business from the income of the business, or you can have others to help you grow your business, or maybe go to the banks with a lot of interest, which eventually will cripple your business anyway. So, but starting a business, it starts with idea, it starts with courage, it starts with strength, it starts with humility. It starts with you saying that, yes, I have nothing to lose, and so I'm ready to do whatever I have to do. That is the kind of knowledge that you need. So if anybody says that I don't have money, I've been thinking of this business, but I don't have it. Starting the business is not the money. The idea to put it into practice is not the money. So what kind of business do you want to start that you say that you don't have money to start? Tell me one of them. And I tell you, there's a way that you can always start. There's a way that you can always start. A lot of the times, the problem is with the level that you want to pitch that business. Somebody says, I want to start a real estate company. You don't know anything about construction. You don't have any land. So I want to start. Maybe you may be able to start, but I will go and start as an agent, or I will go and work with a construction company and understand it. I will start to build a network of people who know this. How do I even raise the money for the project? Do you have any expertise? Does anybody believe you at all? Do you think that somebody will give you $1 million for free? Or somebody will give you $1 million and say that bring it later? Do you think that you have the credibility to go to somebody for them to give you money to put in your business? If you have not built that, if you don't have that, it's because you have not built that. You have not spent your time to build that. If you can spend your time to build that, you raise that money. Somebody can easily raise $100 million tonight just by a phone call because he spent his time to build network that he can raise. Maybe you can raise 10 cities. Maybe you can raise 1,000 cities. Maybe you can raise 100,000. Whatever the level that you are, start with that level. If you can't raise anything, you can at least raise yourself, So look at your pocket and start with that. But I say that look through town. A lot of our sisters who sell this granite, gare, banana, guache, indomie, a lot of them, if you look at how they work and save some money to start these businesses, you'll be shocked. And they did not start the business because they opened it, because they were working and saving, say that, yes, this is what I want to do. But you, anytime you get the money, you blow it. You go for, fried rice, go for party. You're doing mambet. And the same time, you're saying that you need capital to start business. So what capital do you need to start a business? You took the idea, you went to some accountant and they prepared very nice business plan for you with all the financials, and they are telling you that you need about 10 million cedis to start that poultry farm, and you are scared of that. No, you don't need that. You want to start a poultry farm and you don't have 10 million Ghana cedi, go and buy 1 or 2 chicken. If you didn't know be started, it is a start. Everybody starts from somewhere. So if you have not been able to start, it means that maybe the level you want to start is too big and it's beyond your level. So I told a friend that I want to start a construction company with zero capital, and he laughed at me, saying that I should say that to the girls. Yes, I don't blame him because my background is only marketing. And to cut long story short, advertise for jobs and sublet to existing companies and take out my commission. Now people walk into my office to give me jobs. That's it. I have started buying my equipment and other things to be independent. That's it. Fantastic, Gideon. That's how it is. A lot of them will just be talking because they don't try anything. And then most often, if your friends, a lot of your friends who always object to the dream of you building your business, most of them have no confidence in themselves, or they are not exposed to people starting with just vim and vigor, with just vim and vigor. So when you're talking at a level that they are not there, so they will laugh at you. But really, everybody can start something from wherever they are. In UK, there is a home remover and gardeners. They have social media platforms where people call them to come and clean their houses and get paid. So clean gardens and get paid. It is a booming business, you see? So if you say that you want to go to areas that people don't want to clean their own houses or, cut their own grasses, and you say that I can do this, and you are reliable. You see, the problem is the element of success: reliability, honesty, punctuality, respectfulness. Those things, if you don't have them, then you'll be the one complaining. But if you have these things, people will give you 1,001 examples of how they started their businesses with just being humans and having the skill set needed to build anything. So if somebody is just trying to tell you that if you don't have capital, somebody you want to build IT company, and in the business plan they write how much they want to pay, say, okay, go ahead. But if it's your first one, build it yourself, and it's a gradual process. They will come. Views. Views. Don't worry about the views. We are entering the world where we will press on phones and make money. Just need to be smart. That's it. So it's a problem of thinking. So if you're a young person and you're at home and you are crying that you don't have a job, the problem is you're lazy in your mind, and you are looking at things differently. You're looking at things differently. So every one of us can do something. Every one of us can do something. The thing is, can you take the pain? Can you take the shame that comes with it? People will laugh at you, especially your friends. Your family will say that, now you say we not be na you do co school. No? We also be na you do co school. Okay, and okay, day school. So that's what they will tell you. Anything that you can start in Ghana that people need, the problem is not the product. The problem is the business skill set that you have, the business capacity that you have built. Anything that you can start, go ahead and start it. Pay attention, be patient, work with it, and it will blow your mind. Somebody will start with Serengari, the next years, that person will be doing a whole different thing, building factories. Go and ask any of those, great men and women in our country how they started. You'll be shocked. There's this woman who told me a story. She said that she was in Kumasi and she wanted to come to Accra. And she was selling this herba. And she didn't know how to do it. But she knew that the market was in Accra. So she came. And she knew that she had to be on FM station so that people would call her. She didn't have money. So she went. She didn't have anywhere to stay. She went to some church and told them that, I just have come. Somebody told me to come here. And that was not you. Marco Bidin, and rush call FM station, call your announcement. And people started to call her. He said, find me at this place. This is a woman who can read, who can write. You are there, you are speaking English. They are so intelligent because they understand how things work. All right. So it's your choice. If you continue to tell yourself that it's not possible, maybe it's not possible. But it's not possible for you. It's not that it's not possible. Because possibility is far easier than impossibility. That's what most people don't know. Success, to push for success, because that should be the natural course that God made us to be successful. He didn't create us to be people who are suffering. So think like that, that whatever I find to do, it will sell. I just have to be resilient. I just have to resolve that I'm going to stay with this until it works. And I'm not going to weep. I'm not going to cry. I just want to become better, because the whole process is you becoming better as a human being. And once you're becoming better, whatever you're building will become better. That's all. You know, that's all. Whatever that you can do anything, plantain farm, you can do it. You will be rich. Yeah, the other day somebody told us of okra farming, and you are there. So nice one, Mr. Obeng Darko, watch you from California. All this can work for you even here in America. That's true. You know, if you have a business idea and you want to start, just go and throw. And then WhatsApp, no, I said, there are two your friends saying, with status. And I said, all this group, put them there. Continue people. When I started to do some of these programs, some of my friends and seniors, they say, you're wasting your time. The other day, somebody just acknowledges. They say, when you started, I thought you were just crazy. Because he didn't know. Somebody even said that, I went to your YouTube channel. The things are very few there, but you keep on posting the videos. I said, but yeah, I'm not posting it. I'm just doing it because I think the thing is in me and must come out. Yes, it grows is fantastic. But you not watching it should not discourage me. I just have to stay with it. And if you stay with it consistently, eventually works. It is a natural law. You know, it's a natural law. So just stay with it. Don't be frustrated. Yeah, I mean, people agree with you. People laugh at you. Don't worry about it. Just start something. Just start something. So tell yourself, what can I sell? What services can I render? Who can I teach? You know, go to Force area. Go and pick the things, wash them, go and give it to somebody else. You are ready? You want to succeed? That is what it takes. The person who is doing that is far better than you who staying at home and crying and looking for up to your mother to help you, you know, and you becoming a thief. No. Money is in our brain. Just keep up your mind to do something. It is true. Open your mind to do something. People are looking for all kind of help and services. People are looking for it. Just wherever you went the other day that you didn't like the service and you have nothing to do with them. If you have nothing to do them. And all these great businesses that you see, they all started like that. So it's really a paradigm shift, if you want. It's a mental reconfiguration. It's you trying to reset your mind to say that I've thought this way for all this. You know, there's a whole generation who are just looking at government to come and solve, you know, their problems for them, or who are just looking for visa to travel out of Ghana. There's a whole generation who is waiting for God to change their destiny for them. You know, somebody was just trying to tell you that everything is spiritual. So all the big men you see there, they are in occult, something, they are drinking human blood, all kind of things that they are teaching you. And that's why most of you will not become anything, because they have taught you wrongly. If you're diligent and you're hardworking and you go for knowledge, you don't need to follow any spiritual for you to be successful. It's a natural course. You just have to go for it. You know, these are the truth. It's not so much, but some people will teach you wrongly so that they will continue to make you a servant and for you to follow them. We teach so that you can take charge of your destiny. The best form of teaching is where you don't depend on another man. You don't depend on anything. You depend on yourself and you continue to push. And you believe that if it is not working, it's in your capacity to make sure it works. That kind of teaching I stand for. That kind of teaching where not everything is beyond you, I don't believe in that. I believe in you deciding that I'm changing the course of my life and you working at it and becoming better and being patient. You know, so my name is Kwabena Darko. Today, if you join us, somebody, Nana Bimpa, asked me that sometimes he talks to his friends and Omaka said, the business is the only capital I won't even start it. And I'm saying, Nipa de wadwen ye no. Eno ana odinam. Nti de okachira wo saa no, eno ana won't even start it. But the nania brace of person ye bibi no. Obeye. So when you brace up person, yeah, there are countless examples of people who have done something because they had to do something. You know, and you just have to be somebody who's ready to succeed. You know, so please, Prince from Takwa Benso, For a whole town of 5,000 people, there is no poultry farm over there unless they buy. But I have all the needed resources, including the capital. I'm also into gold buying, so I need your help. Prince, just start. Start with the little that you have. If they have no poultry farm, start something. People will say that it doesn't work here. Start it. The other day, somebody from Takwa area was telling me that he started the wholesale, and the people were fighting him. And he was trying to even be superstitious that they said that they will kill him. I said, nobody can kill you. Just go and do something. They talk to them, tell them why you have reduced your prices. And if they don't have that scale, they can only buy from you. The next day he called and said, yeah. So a lot of us have put a lot of, start with the little, or from the level, start small and build from there. Our economy is a business economy. It's an entrepreneur kind of economy. If you're waiting for big factories, we just like China. The Chinese graduate is just trying to start a factory, trying to start a courier service, trying to start something. Want to build, print something, or go to the factory, pick the things and send it to somebody. That's the kind of economy that they have. The West economy is more of employee kind of economy. So when you go there, you get into factory operations, or you become a health worker or a teacher, factory worker, you become a doctor, engineer. That is, so majority of the people are employees, not business owners, And our economy, majority of our people are business owners, no matter how small it is. So that is where your destiny, or that is where your future is. So if you really want to do something, then nothing. My sister, my mother's big sister's daughter, Sister Mary, she's been watching Katie or table shop, watching Katie. I'm saying, watching Katie and Katie. Go find bags I can see, or chair no motor. You say people you don't know what you're talking about. If you're ready to do something, you do something. If you're ready to do something, there are so many solutions that you can offer for money. Don't cripple yourself. Get out tomorrow and do something. Especially the Accra and Kumasi boys. You went to school to look for a job. Nobody's giving you jobs, so there's difference between a job, and there's difference between job and work. You're looking for a certificate to work somewhere. If you want a job, there are so many people who offer you one. If you want to work, there are so many people who offer you one. The society itself gives us work all the time. Society may not be able to give us job, but work is what people need to get their lives comfortable. And that one, all of us, you just have to be responsible. I'm in a dilemma with school and business. I have some business I run alongside my job, but my school fees to pay this year just unbearable. I even use part of the fees to invest in land to buy and sell business this week. I'm confused because fees coming up to pay. I have eagerness for business. What kind of level of education that you have? If you're in the university, I would say that don't stop it, just finish it. I'm saying that because you have entered already, so why stop? I don't believe in stopping to go and focus on business. There's nothing wrong with you being in school and doing your business alongside, or doing something to get extra income. But those 4 years, if it's in the university, those 4 years, you don't go to school, or the 4 years, you don't go to school every week. Just if you don't have enough money, then you know that I want to go and teach, or want to go to the market and trade and do something to support myself, or even every weekend. When I was doing postgraduate, I was working in another university. I will get up early in the morning and go and clean before I come back for lectures, because I needed that. I needed to do that. People with money didn't have to, but I had to. So once you have special need, then you have to do that. And so don't say that I'm going to quit the school and focus on business. In few special occasions, you need that. The degree is not a bad thing. Not the content, but the network that you're building there, the mind exercise that they give you. If you have good information on that mind, you will do a lot, So higher education, I think, expands the mind. The problem is the content. A lot of the times they don't work. So if you don't change the content, then the school becomes a liability. But if you have good content, then you'll be able to process and analyze issues and use them for your benefit, So I hope Dochi, I hope that one can answer you. We are all seeking for job in a form had a hanya form Ghana. What I say? What you from me? Yeah. Yes. So my name is Obeng Darko. So I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch us here today. And so if you're looking for capital, my main points are that you are enough in terms of capital. The capital you're looking for is you, is your knowledge, is your expertise, is your connections, is your work ethics, is your character, is your persistence, is your perseverance. That is the character. That is the character. And that is the capital that you're looking for. And if you're looking for money, we have given people money to start business that we can find them. Many of them. So if you come to me to say that I need money to start business, I know that you will burn it. Many of them, they will not even come back to apologize or to say that. No, they will just vanish. So people don't need the money as so much as the refinery. They have to go through a refined, what is it? You have to refine them, process them to become better individuals. Then they can use the money for the right cause. Most people, as the way they think they are, somebody who is just saying that I need this, I need it. You give them the money, they will burn it. They will destroy it. You become their enemy. Call them and give them 10,000 to say, go and start business. Tomorrow, they will insult you because the mind is not processed. They are not refined. So that's why when you start with little, that process will refine you. You will become wise. You become knowledgeable. When it's repetitive, the blindness will go away. When you have that money, you'll be grateful. And when somebody supports you, you'll be thankful. People who don't go through a lot of these processes, they have no respect for anybody. So give your son 100,000 to start a business and see. They will burn it and tell you that and they will not take responsibility for anything. People who take responsibility for their lives are ready to begin life from any level that they are. And those are the people that you can help. That's why the best people to help in terms of business are those who are doing something already, not those who are trying to find a business idea. Those who are proving, they have proven the concept. We call something proof of concept. You must be able to prove that concept with your own money, with your own sweat. Don't go and take somebody's loan to prove a concept. That's why the bank will not give you money to start a business. They will say that come and take money to grow the business, because they know that a lot of the businesses that you test, the ideas that you're testing, they will not work. And that is natural course. If you test 10 business ideas, if you get one working, you have done well. Many of them will not work because you are evolving as an individual to get to a stage where you can manage. The reason the business will become successful is because now you have the skill set to manage and make right decisions. You know where to call, where to step. You know who to connect, who to employ, who not to employ. How to session the money, which money should go here, which money should not go somewhere. You know which supplier to deal with. You know how to connect. When problems come, you can solve them, because business is a problem solving. So it's not just that I've opened a restaurant. Can you solve the problems that come? The chef that you started the business with, the restaurant with, tomorrow he will tell you that I'm not coming again. Can you get another one, or you'll be so frustrated and shut down the restaurant? The provision shop that you open, you go there, the boy has sold the whole thing and taken the money. Can you stand the pressure there? That is how you take a business. So the skill set to just say that, oh, I know how to play football, so I want to own a football team. It's not like that. So that's why people who go through it. And the best way to grow a lot of our businesses, at least from 0 to 10 million income a year, is by organic growth. A lot of the best ways to grow businesses in our country is organic growth. If you go and pick loan from bank, from savings and loans, and from microfinance people, you will jam your life, you will crash, because you are still refining. So any idea that comes to you, start it and start it well. And then keep pushing. And if it doesn't work, turn another one, go and try. We have tried so many of them. Few of them work. We try a lot of them. They laughed at us. They insulted us. They said that you don't have any idea. Even this one that I'm doing, if I listen to people, I will not do it. Because most people would have to be big. He said, I'm very busy. You are not busy for anything. When people need something, you have to have time to share what you know. So believe that it is possible, and believe that you are the capital that you are waiting for, and that you can leverage your network, your patience, the knowledge that you have, the skill set that you have. Don't waste your time trying to wait for somebody to give you money. The little that you have, if you have to sell your shoe, if you have to sell your phone, if you have to sell anything, you have it. Any capital that you're waiting for to start a business is still within your circle. Never doubt that. Any capital that you need to start your business is still within your circle. It matters the level that you want to start. And if you want to start it at a very high level, then you'll be waiting for somebody to give you money. You know, you want to have a very nice office. You want to design. Don't do that. Just use the little room that you have. You have nobody. That's why you don't have any money anyway. If your father was very rich, your mother was very rich, they will give you 100,000 to go and try. If you lose it, you lose it. I remember when we were in school, some people will come with car. You know, when you even in vacation, they are driving Land Cruisers and all kind of cars. The people who were staying on campus and didn't have anywhere to go, they didn't have car. You know, they didn't have anybody. They were just one person from the village. Maybe the father does not even know the course that they were reading in the university. You just were ambitious to say that I want to lift myself to another level. That kind of person. Don't worry about you starting from nothing, because that is what really changes the game. You know, so you are enough to start from where you are. Have that kind of mindset. And anything that you want to trade, you want to sell for money, be ready and be consistent, be truthful, be honest, be forward-thinking. You know, have a plan. I'm going to do it for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You will evolve. You will change. The product will change. The business will change. Just keep studying. That's how life is. Life was not built to be stagnant. Life was built for us to keep changing until it works. You know, until it works. So the best skill that you need to really master is the ability to keep learning. And that's why all the school that you went to, the best skill that they gave you is how to look for the information to solve the problems that you meet. If you didn't learn anything from that school, all that they were teaching you was so that you didn't need to remember everything that they taught you. You just have to know that if I meet this problem, this is where I have to find the solution. That is what that school was meant to teach you. You know, that's what that school was meant to teach you. That if you meet problem, you know where to go and find the solution. So the ability to keep learning as you build your business is all that you need. Failure, you will fail, you will crash. So even if you get capital today to start and you crash tomorrow and you have no capital, you're still going to start with nothing. You know, so but then you would have become another person with different understanding of business, with different fighting spirit, with different you know, you will know where to step and where not to stop. And that really is what makes people become successful with their business. You know, so the capital, don't wait for it. If they are teaching you need capital, leave that for government workers. Leave that for the big corporation. Leave that for the MBA people. You are like me, you have nobody, don't wait for any capital. Switch your mind. There's difference between an SME or small business and a startup. A lot of people are thinking of, you know, I want to have an idea, build a very nice business plan and go and look for sponsors, go and look for investors. If you're like that, I don't have an answer for you. I'm for the other one, the one who wants to start Kelewele, who wants to sell Broniwewu, who wants to start a farm, who wants to start maybe a channel. You want to start a YouTube channel or Facebook, something that you get revenue. You want to start an accounting firm. At the level that you are, use your room, use your computer. If you don't have computer, go and borrow some from your friend. Don't worry, go to a cafe if you don't even have a phone. But whatever it is, whatever you're looking for is close to you. That's what I'm saying, that anything that you're looking for is close to you. You just have to have an open mind to say that I'm enough to pick it from this level to the next level. And look through nature. All the things that God created, they all are enough. Look for that. They are all enough. So if you're looking for some magic to happen before you start, you will wait for a very long time. And then you'll be frustrated. And then you will give up on yourself. And you say that nothing works here. But really, no. A lot of things work here. You just have to know how to approach it and how to do it and how to do it well. And we do that the same way, you know. If you want to build, let's say 10 units and you can build 10 units and you can build 1 unit, build that 1 unit and be very happy. That's all. If you can build a 20 unit and you can build 1, be happy. People can be talking of their 20 units and their 1,000 units, no problem. But you have done 1. Be very much happy that see, somebody is coming from below the ground. I mean, if that person gets to the level ground, 0, that person has an achievement just as somebody who started from 0 to 1. So sometimes your achievement may not be seen, but looking at where you pick yourself, you have done well. So don't give up on yourself. If people don't see what you're building, if people don't see what you're building, don't worry about it. Be proud. You know, maybe before you were asking your friends for money. Now, at least the business is giving you money. Now you can eat. That's a great achievement. You have employed yourself. When you get up in the morning, you can find somewhere to go. That is a great achievement. You know, somebody can tell you that my business is making 100 million a year. No problem. They started, maybe you were not there, you know, but you can make 10 cities be happy and say that, yes, this is a proof that if I continue, it will grow. You know, even knowing the truth about life is a huge capital. Know the truth and it shall set you free. That's it, absolutely. Once you know the truth is that you're enough. You're enough to build. And so don't let anything frustrate you. Not at all. You know, I remember I told some professor of ours, I said, I wanted to start I will go into real estate development. They said, how are you going to get the money? I said, but I don't know. Then do you know the path that you took? We went through construction with a lot of errors. We went through engineering projects with a lot of errors. And we have done pasture, we have done construction of all kind of things. We have done agric work, electrical works, we have done all kind of things. A lot of them did not even make us money. A lot of them even sent us into debt. We didn't owe anybody until we picked some of those projects and it became terrible. We didn't give back. We didn't give up. We fought back. And now those experiences are helping us to build other things that you're building. You know, so when I told my professor that I would go into real estate, he was laughing, but we are in real estate now. Was the path straight? No, not at all. It was rugged, it was rough, it was everywhere. You know, with a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, a lot of pain, a lot of, you know, disappointment and fights and everything. That is business. That is business. So you just have to resolve that I'm going to fight. I'm going to, you know, but you just have to make sure that your heart is still a good heart. You're still not vindictive, but people will step on you. People will disagree with you. People will laugh at you. It's life, you know, and that's why you keep going. That's why you keep going. So clear your head. Clear your head. Don't let anybody deceive you that it's impossible. It's not impossible. Look at where you are. Look at the family you come from. Look at yourself and look at how you can start. Somebody will have to start coconut farm. Somebody will have to start cocoyam, plantain, cassava. Somebody would have to go to the market and sell like the women. Somebody would have to be, you know, abochi. You know abochi? Yesusano. These guys will go around and buy the maize, repackage them, and send them to Accra. Somebody will have to do that, you know. But whatever that you can do, and you know that this one is not you stealing, go ahead and do it, because it starts like that. And continue to educate yourself, build yourself, and that business can become any great business. That business can become Casapreco, it can become Tobinco, it can become Despite, it can become Dangote, it can become anything. You just have to give yourself. And all these guys that we mentioned their names, a lot of them are in their 60s. And you are 20 years, you say that you don't have capital. A lot of them are in their 60s. Some of them, when you started to hear that they had money, they were in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Some of them even 70s. A lot of the people you hail, even globally, that you talk about and you say that very few of them are very young. And even those who are young, they started far earlier. And you just started 2 months and you say that you have given up because there's no help. You are funny. You're funny. It takes time. You know, you need faith and you need patience. You need faith and you need patience. You go at it, but then you know that you're going to grow, you're going to evolve. You know, so my name is Obeng Darko. I'm saying that believe in yourself. You are enough to start. So when you say that you can start your business with no capital, that's what we are saying. That you are the capital that you are waiting for. Your knowledge, your expertise, your understanding. Somebody said that the knowledge of the truth, that is it. If you know the truth, because the truth works at all time. You know, so if it's not working, it means that the truth in that thing has eluded you. You don't know it. That's why you're struggling. The moment you start to have the truth, you become at peace with yourself. You know, and no problem will stop the one who has the truth. No difficulty will stop you because you have the truth. When people disagree with you, you don't care. If they fight at you, you don't care, because the one with the truth conquers. The one with the truth is more than many with lies. You know, so all that you're looking for is the truth. And once you find the truth, you have conquered. And that's why the master himself said that the truth, you know, shall set you free. You know, the truth. So if you're in bondage, it means that you don't have the truth. And if you're sad and frustrated, it means that the truth you don't know. Life is not supposed to be frustrated. So if your friend is telling you that you can start with zero and you're fighting the friend, he wants you to succeed. And why do you have to fight him? Sometimes it's amazing. It amazes me that somebody wishes you well, and you are rather fighting the person who is wishing you well. It's amazing. It's something that I don't understand, especially the Ghanaian young boys. You are helping them. You're telling them this is it. If you go this way, you will succeed. Say, no, forget about now. We did nothing. You don't need to do that. If you really want to succeed, open your mind and study. So your network is an asset. Your family, your friends, your expertise, those all will help you. So if you want to join us, I will share the link, and maybe you can join us briefly. Then we can just call it. So I came here to answer your question, Nana Osubempa, your question that you ask at your friends. But you don't need to convince your friends. Continue to work. Your work will show them. A lot of the times it's not even just what you're saying. Continue to work. If they see that you're not giving up and your life is becoming better, they have no option and than to agree that yes, what you believed was right. There was a time that somebody said that you say that what? I said, okay. So you say opportunities are in Ghana. I said, yes. He said, no, I don't believe it. I said, okay, no problem. After 5 years, now they believe it. Now they believe it. It's like, so my name is Kwabena Darko. I'm saying that your capital, if you're looking for capital, that capital is you. You are the person that you're waiting for. Don't let anybody